Hi, Stephen here from Sound of a Nation Wave, and this is day 6 of the October daily draws. So as we close out the weekend and approach a new week, let's see what message we get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Ghost Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch Samhain Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. And this is the Temperance card. Temperance. So let's keep the energy flowing in the correct balanced way, keeping that harmony, the different aspects of our lives and of ourselves flowing together to create what we want to create. Keeping a good balance of things, the right proportions of things, not being excessive in one area, not neglecting one area at the expense of with overdoing something else, and we're doing too much of one thing and not enough of another. We need to balance that back out. We need to create the harmonious flow of the energy in our lives. So we need to keep things flowing in a way. If we're finding that things are not flowing as consistently or as efficiently as we feel that they should be, that maybe something's out of balance, something's out of kilter, something is not quite at the right level that it should be at, whether our physical well-being, because that's one aspect. We could have we could be taking care of all the other aspects of our being, but if we're exhausted physically, it doesn't matter. We haven't got the physical energy to actually do what our mind and what our emotions might want us to do, because our physical energy is not there in order to actively pursue it. So we need to keep things as a whole in flowing, so that together in a way that works efficiently. We need to use our time efficiently. We need to balance our work and leisure, and we need to do all these different aspects of keeping things flowing in the right way. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean 50% this, 50% that. A good working flow could be 60% one thing, 40% something else, and that could be what works best for us. Maybe 50-50 doesn't work. It's not getting the same levels of the thing, of proportions. It could be, but it probably isn't. What works for me may not work for you. You may need a different thing. It's finding out our own harmonious levels of well-being, of different aspects of our lives and of ourselves that work together. It could be 50% one thing and 30% another, and 20% something else. The mixture can differ in the percentages, but it's if that's what works for us, that's what's efficient for us. But even that 20%, make sure that is working for you. But don't let it go down to 10%. Because that's half of what it should be. If your ideal is 20% of this, of the whole, then don't let it fall to 10%. Don't let that other 10% go on something. Don't put that on the 50% or the 30% to make it 60-30 or 50-40 and 10. That wouldn't work if on that basis. I'm going a bit too heavily there on the mathematics of it, but what I'm saying is I'm illustrating that it doesn't all have to be equal. When I say balance, it doesn't mean equal levels. It means the right balance for us. That's why I use the word harmony. What creates the harmonious flow, the optimum point of energy and efficiency for us. Finding that sweet spot of the different areas of our lives is going to be the key to growth and to achieving our goals. So we need to find what balance in that wider sense is for us as individuals, because it's going to probably differ from one to another. What's going to be right for me is not necessarily right for you. Yours will be a different kind of balance to mine. But we need to each find that sweet spot where we can keep things flowing at the optimum point, so that we can be creative and achieve what we want to achieve. Okay, let's see which crystals and herbs. Different energies of crystals, the natural energy. Well, I suppose crystals have natural energy if they're in the pure form and not man-made crystals. But they're in different forms, different types. That we can use those energies together if we do that in our practice. But the point is that we can use them in combination, and it's the combination that makes the right combination makes it that the whole is greater than the sum of its individual parts. There's a word for it, and I forget what that is. What medicine, what sacredness to behold, a dash of feeling straight from mother's home. Maybe that's it. Maybe we need some healing. Maybe there's we need to restore the harmonious flow a bit. Maybe something isn't quite right, and this is what the cards are saying. Just take a check-in, and maybe you need a bit of healing, a bit of energy, a different, but maybe different approaches to the way we deal with bringing healing energy. Some might use crystals, some might use herbs, or a combination of the two. Some might use totally different aspects of what we can bring things into balance with. Find what works for you is the key here, to bring things back into balance. And I think that is the message of the cards today. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow as we start the new week with day 7. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.